I mean, we were the number one seed in the East. So, and he had missed most of that year. You know, he was still playing baseball, hadn't come back from playing baseball or whatever yet. And so we felt with him or without him, you know, our record indicated we were exactly where we needed to be, number one seed in the East going into the playoffs. And so once we got to him, you know, obviously he came back and he started playing. He was wearing number 45. So it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same,
right?
MJ, huh?
And his timing was a little off. He was a little more rusty. And I remember, and a lot of people may not know this, but within that series, I think after game 2, when we went to Chicago, it was maybe game 2 or game 3, we played the first 2 at home, Jordan changed his jersey back to number 23. Because Nick Anderson, after we had won game 3 or game 4, whichever game it was, he said, number 45 ain't what number 23 used to be.
Wow.
And then everybody was like, wow, you need to shut your ass up. Because he can, I mean, he wasn't far off, you know. And so then when we got back to Chicago, he came out in number 23. And I don't even know if you can really do that.
Yeah.
Change numbers, you know. Because I know when you apply for a different number, you got to do it a year before, you know, to be able to do that. But he changed back to number 23. So when we came out, at first it was like, oh, shit. The worst thing that we did after winning that series against them and that knocked them out was Horace Grant had a real good series against them. And we won that last game in Chicago. And we hoisted Horace Grant up on our shoulders and carried him off the court. And Jordan saw that. So that was his motivation all through the offseason to get back to that point again. I think they felt like they knew they were going to see us again because we were young. Mm-hmm. And so when it got to that next year, the Eastern Conference Finals once again, and it's us and the Bulls. And I think this time they had home court. They had Rodman. They had added Rodman to their team that year. Then we knew that it was going to be, we were facing a different Jordan. He wasn't rusty, and they ended up sweeping us, in that series. So, we definitely knew that we were going to have our hands full, and obviously they went on to win another three-peat. If I was to try to judge I'll tell you this: the Warriors in that 73 win team that they had would be third out of those three, because they didn't ended up winning, right?